hi there. I didn't see you there. Boys, welcome back to another video. I am very excited for this because we got a new setup. Look at this. This is very different from what I've done before. Pretty much a lot of the setups I do are very different from what I've done before, but this, I like this. I like this. This is nice. So today, we're going to be taking a look at something that I am very excited for. Clicked on the video already, you know what it is. Looking into our pile of figures, we're taking a look at the Spider-Man No Way Home, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from Spider-Man No Way Home. I am excited for this figure. Very, very excited. I wore my Spider-Man shirt special for this occasion, plus my purple Green Goblin shirt that I wanted to wear for the Green Goblin review because that would make more sense, but I'm wearing it here, so whatever. But I have the figure right here. Very excited. I got him the other day, and I could not resist. I am so happy that we have a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, so this is really cool. I cannot wait to compare him next to the Green Goblin. So this whole review is going to be so much fun to do. So yeah, I'm excited to get into him. He is the second to last video of the whole year. That's crazy. We're coming into 2024. We have 2 more reviews left. This is the first one. We have 1 more review after this, and then we're done with 2023. So I'm excited. Let's get into this. Let's take a look at this guy. So here we have Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man himself. And I don't know about you, but I absolutely loved Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm sure a lot of you did as well. And the huge surprise of seeing Tobey and Andrew and like everybody else was just fantastic. And I absolutely loved it. This is just a beautiful looking figure in the box, and I cannot wait to take him out of the box. You can see that he pretty much has the exact same packaging as Sandman did, as the beautiful open window packaging. Got Tobey Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, and Tom Holland Spider-Man just right there at the top. You can see that right there. Marvel Legends Spider-Man, the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I wonder if they all have different names. I know Andrew has a very different packaging, which I cannot wait to take a look at. But yeah, he is the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Don't know if like Tom Holland Spider-Man or Andrew has like a different name, but yeah, I think that's really cool. You can see on the back it has a very nice poster, which is the one that's on my shirt, which is kind of, is it the one on my shirt? It is the one on my shirt. Look at that. So if you wanted to see what my shirt looked like a little bit better, there you go. It's right there. But you can see that it says some stuff right here. Very small, info on the figure. About the character and stuff. Usually it's kind of a paragraph long, but this is like kind of a sentence. So our friendly neighborhood hero swings in to help his fellow Spideys in his iconic suit. And iconic indeed. This is a beautiful suit. So I wanted to waste no time, and I want to get this guy open. So we're just gonna manhandle it like we did the Sandman figure. And again, I would love to keep the packaging to these, but I am not a box collector, so you know, it's whatever. So let's just gorilla grip our entire box here. If you guys are box collectors, please turn away now, because this ain't pretty. There we go. Now we just throw away the excess on the floor, and I'll pick that up later. Here's the figure. Get him out of the clam tray. Take out all of his tiny accessories. There's that. And the beautiful mask as well. So, we're going to take a look at everything he comes with, and then the actual figure. So, Tobey really doesn't come with a lot at all. He does come with 2 identical hands that have the iconic silver web lining on it. Very nicely sculpted, and also very nicely painted as well. It does look like it does bleed on just a little bit, but honestly, this is pretty good paint job for the figure, and I cannot wait to see what it looks like on the entire suit. And yeah, and I will say that the suit itself is not this red. It is a very kind of darkish red. It just looks very red on camera, but it does look very nice. You can see that there's these nice little details in there. You can see kind of the detailing right in there. Very little detailing, but you can make out what it is. Very nice. You can see there's a little hinge joint there. Little excess plastic just on the little spot right there, but that's nothing. The mask itself, I want to take a look at more closely on the figure, but jeez Louise, that is fantastic. It looks exactly like it does in the Raimi trilogies. That is so cool. I will say though that it's very weird because, you know, it looks like some lines aren't painted, but once you turn it a different way, it is painted. So it's just kind of like depending on how you look at it, which is very nice. And it kind of gives it that kind of weird shine to it. I don't know. It's just a very weird way they did the mask. But honestly, it looks awesome. The sculpting, and I believe the painting is really nicely done. I do like the eye lenses. I think they are painted very nicely. The overall shape really does look like our classic Spider-Man. So we're going to take a look at that a little bit more closely once we get the figure. And yeah, let's just get the figure out here. I'm excited. So here is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man standing right in front of us. I will say again, the suit is not as red. It is a very kind of dark red. Just on camera, it does look very, very bright red, which is not too bad. I wonder if I can fix that real quick. That's basically kind of the look you're going for. If we kind of lock that in place, that's basically the kind of red. Very kind of dark, but it still does look pretty bright on camera. But yeah, the red is not as bright as it is in person. But honestly, even in person, it just looks awesome. I do like the very bright look of the actual figure, especially for the review. It does bring out a lot of the details and stuff. But if we bring our favorite web slinger really close, jeez Louise, that does look really awesome. So we're going to start off with the face. The face, I see it. I see Tobey Maguire in it. It definitely does look, it's like a mixture of like the young look and his older look. There's not really as many wrinkles, but honestly, he's not that old really. He just has a couple here and there. But, you know, I think this is a beautiful look of the figure, especially right there. You can definitely see the likeness, and it is beautifully done, especially straight on too. Like the whole figure has a beautiful likeness to the actual actor. Looking up, I can definitely see that it doesn't quite look like him, but definitely the sides and the straight on looks awesome. The painting of the actual face itself is very nice. I love how they did the eyes. I love the shadowing, the kind of darkness around the eyes. It's just all really nice. There is a nice little kind of freckling around the face as well, which I really do like. It's really, really nice. The suit itself, jeez Louise, that is a beautiful looking suit. The spider emblem, that's just like iconic. I think that's really, really nice. The whole webbing, just that silver webbing is absolutely fantastic. It is definitely a hard webbing to kind of get right. And you definitely can see that it does bleed onto the suit. And that is really hard to kind of get right. So honestly, I don't think I'll do any modding to the actual figure, because there'd probably be a little bit of me that really wants to, like, you know, fix that up. But really, I don't mind. I think that it looks decent. You can see that the spider emblem is also kind of bleeding, has some bleeding onto the red, but I think it looks awesome. I think it's really, really cool. I think maybe the spider would be the only thing I'd try to fix, but everything else is awesome. I love the texturing of the suit, and especially on the blue sides, you can see kind of like that weird spider scale texture. I think that's really, really nice. Going down to more of the crotch area, you can see the kind of belt that just kind of goes along here. Very, very nicely done. The spider on the back is really, really cool looking. Kind of an issue, not really, but you can see that if you kind of do pose him, the spider does kind of, detach from the body a bit. But I think that's just kind of a, that's a thing. If it bothers you, most of the time, a lot of figures do that. So if it bothers you, that's kind of a big thing. Honestly, it doesn't bother me that much, but yeah, it would just be, it's just kind of one of those things. He does have some really weird little glossy parts on the actual body, and those aren't silver, those are just red, but they just kind of gloss, and it's just kind of weird. It's only on the back too, from what I'm seeing. The front doesn't have any of that, but really cool. Yeah, he does come with an extra hand as well. This one is kind of a grabby hand, which is very interesting. It's just more like he's climbing on the wall, which I think is neat. He does have a balled up fist hand, which I think is pretty cool. The whole webbing is awesome. Love the way it looks. The pattern is very nice, and I love the way it looks. Definitely Toby's suit is just iconic in every way. You can see the boots as well, very nicely done. Really do like that. Just everything looks awesome, and this is a very nice looking figure. I think the proportions, if we kind of zoom out just a little bit, there we go. The proportions itself actually look really nice. I really do like the way the proportions look on him. So again, it's just fantastic. It's so surreal that we actually have a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man here in 2023. That is insane. You never think you'd see these things. Again, his cameo was, or not his cameo, his appearance in No Way Home was just shocking to me. And it was one of the most funnest movie experiences I've ever had in a theater. I just thought it was fantastic. It was so much fun. So I really do think that this and No Way Home, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and The Force Awakens are two very special movie theater experiences that will always have a little special spot in my heart. And I think that this is a really dope ass figure. Also Venom too. Venom was also an interesting one to do, because that was interesting. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. But yeah, this is such an awesome figure, just all the way through. So what I really want to see, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well, I want to put the other hands on him, and I want to put that mask on. So let's do that right now. And just to kind of show you guys, it is basically just a peg. You just plug it into the actual hand itself, just slides on in very easily. So just wanted to show you that, and I'm pretty sure the head is on a ball joint, and you just slide the extra head on. So let's do that real quick. This is just fantastic. This is awesome. I'm in love. I'm in love with this figure. He is so cool looking. It definitely brings out that nostalgia. I will say the head might be a little too in proportion, but that just might be me. But it's just like slightly. But other than that, this figure just really is awesome. It's such an awesome looking figure. I'm making sure that the actual head is all the way on, just to make sure. Yeah, it's all the way on. But it's so cool looking. This is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. This is our Spider-Man. And it's just so cool looking. I am just absolutely amazed on this figure. And with the mask on, it just looks so much better. And it's so cool looking, like all the way through. Like the mask really does complete the entire look of this figure. And oh, it's just awesome. It definitely brings you back to watching the original trilogy. Mine was always Spider-Man 3. Spider-Man 3 was always my favorite. My opinion has changed. I prefer Spider-Man 2. I love Spider-Man 2. And I think it'd go the first movie, then the third. But, the main reason why I loved the third one was just, there's just so many good scenes in it, to be honest. Like, I love the black suit, and I loved Sandman. Sandman was the biggest part of why I loved Spider-Man 3. But yeah, it's just so cool. This suit is just fantastic. Again, a huge nostalgic looking piece. The sculpting work is very nice, and I really do like everything about it. You know, the proportions are also very nicely done. The web lining, you know, it does bleed onto the actual suit, which does suck, but from a distance, it looks awesome. And I do love the shine of the web lines, and I think that just really adds to how awesome this figure is. For posability wise, even with the head on, it's pretty much the exact same thing, but the head can go up that far, down that far. It's pretty far. He does have a ball joint at the head. He also has another joint at the neck as well, which is very interesting because I don't know if that's a ball joint or not. Sorry if that didn't show at all, but I don't know. I think that's just a swivel, but it's very weird looking. I've never seen a joint like that. Might be a hinge joint, might be a ball joint, but it doesn't really move that much, which is just weird to me. So if you guys kind of know what that part is, let me know, because I don't know, I've never really seen that before, and I don't really want to push it because I don't want to like break the figure itself, but I think it's really nice. He does have a nice butterfly joint as well, which can get him into a lot of good poses. It doesn't really go that far, but you know, it kind of goes back that far and forward that far. But I'm pretty sure if you, because this guy is brand new out of the box too, so the joints are probably a little stiff. There we go. He does have a nice butterfly joint, which it will give him very nice range of web slinging. Arm can go out about that far. Does have a rotation at the arm, has a swivel at the bicep, and does have a nice double bend at the elbow. Of course, he's got the swivel at the hand and the hinge joint as well. He does have the swivel at the waist and a ab crunch, which goes down that far and back that far. Get him into some very nice acrobatic Spider-Man poses. I will say, if you do kind of have him like that though, looks a little funny, just, you know, from looking at it like that, but, you know, kind of recreate the, oh my back scene, you know. But no other waist joints there. He does have a decent Spider-Man spread, does have a kick that goes out that far, and then can go back that far. Not too far because the butt kind of, you know, blocks it. He does have a thigh swivel, which is always nice, and he does have a double bend at the knee. He does have a hinge joint at the foot with that weird Marvel Legends type of style, or just kind of any other figure, because, you know, I think it's Black Series and Marvel Legends that has this really weird boot design, but it does work really nicely. I really do like how smooth that is. And of course, you have a pivot. That's awesome. So getting them into Spider-Man poses is pretty nice. I'm not an expert at Spider-Man poses, so don't judge me if any of these are off. I will say, I think the only downfall is the neck part, because I think that does look a little wonky. Just, you know, I don't know why. That just looks a little funny. Neck looks a little too long. You know, from the back view, I think that does look really nice, but from the front, that just looks a little funny, but that's just me. I do kind of like how flexible he is. Like, he can get into these pretty interesting Spider-Man poses. This one I kind of just try to think of, because there was one that I remember, and you know, it kind of was like this, but, you know, the arching back really does help, and this hinge joint here really does help with getting some pretty decent Spider-Man poses, which I really like. Takes a little bit of work, but you can almost get him into that iconic pose. It's not nearly as far, but I'm sure if we kind of got this joint to work a little bit more, you could probably get some pretty decent poses with that. But I think that just looks awesome. I love the way that looks. This is a pretty dope Spider-Man figure, and probably one of my favorite Spider-Man figures that I've like held. You know, the Mark, was it the Mark 1? Is it the Iron Spider? I don't remember what Spider-Man figure that is, but I only have the What If Zombie Spider-Man and this one, and the silver armored Spider-Man. and so far this one has been the most fun to like handle. So this is a great Spider-Man figure. This looks absolutely stunning. The Goblin and Spider-Man back together. That's one thing I wish that they did in the movie, have Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, kind of interact with the Green Goblin again. But this is just a fantastic look. Look at it. Look at them. They look so cool together. Having these two fighting together on the glider looks awesome. It's definitely not the most stable, but you can get it to work, and it looks so cool. This is fantastic. I've said that many times. I don't know why I'm saying fantastic, but this is awesome. Look at it. These two definitely belong together, and I am just so happy that we got both of these guys together, and I'm so glad they actually got back together in the big screen again, and it just looks so cool. Look at this. You cannot deny that this is cool. And I do love the amount of posability Tobey has, that he can, he can hang on like this. It's so cool looking. You definitely need a more tighter stand, because the stand itself is only meant for like the Goblin and stuff, but if you really wanted to add like Tobey into the mix, you'd really need a little bit more of a stronger stand. But getting them on there is not too bad, but definitely not like that. Having these two together is so much fun, but here's a little bit of a size comparison. Again, these two belong together. These two just look so good, and I absolutely love that we actually got these guys. It's unreal that we got these guys, and these are amazing figures. Marvel Legends, you did a fantastic job. I really was really thinking about like not really collecting Marvel Legends figures anymore, but this is bringing me back, or at least really wanting me to get the No Way Home stuff. And I'm so glad we actually got these. These are so cool. These guys look awesome together. Another dude that I think looks awesome next to Spider-Man is the Sandman. The whole reason why I loved Spider-Man 3, these two together. Again, it's so surreal because like these are classic characters next to each other in figure form, and this is just epic. This is so cool. I do hope that one day we do get like a regular green shirt Flint Marko from Spider-Man 2 or Spider-Man 3. I think that'd be really, really cool. But for what we have right now, this is fantastic. These two absolutely look awesome. And if you throw in Green Goblin, it's 10 times better. This is it's so cool to see this original trilogy. And just because, here's Venom next to Spider-Man. And honestly, these two look awesome together. Definitely really love the I love Venom. I love Tom Hardy's Venom. It's so fun to watch. But it's really cool to see Venom and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man back together again. I really wasn't a fan of Venom that much. I did like his design in Spider-Man 3, but I wasn't that much of a fan of him. But it would just be really cool to see Venom from the Venom movies and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man just kind of almost reunite. Like, hey, I fought you before. You're like, sure, cool. But it's so cool. This is such an awesome look, and I cannot wait to get the rest of the Spider-Man gang. And that is it. That is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and it's fantastic. It's a fantastic figure. I highly recommend this guy. I have seen reports of breakage. A lot of people that I see on like the Marvel Legends community stuff, I've seen pictures of them getting their figures and like their arms breaking off, so I would just be careful. Luckily, mine is still fresh out of the box, so who knows what would happen, but so far his joints seem pretty decent, and I really do like the way this looks. It does suck that some people are having problems, but it's such an awesome figure. I cannot recommend him enough. He's so much fun to handle. I love the alternate face. It looks exactly like Tobey Maguire. And him being next to Green Goblin is like one of the best things ever. So what I gotta do is put this guy on the shelf and yeah, almost have a complete Spider-Man shelf. I think adding the Green Goblin was a huge milestone for this shelf, so adding Tobey Maguire is just gonna be insane. So just gonna plop the little guy here. This is incredible. This is absolutely awesome. This figure is so cool. Definitely one of the figures of the year. It's so much fun to handle. I absolutely love messing around with them, messing with this posability. It just looks awesome next to everybody else. So I cannot wait to get Andrew and Tom Holland's Spider-Man in, and I cannot wait to get Dr. Octopus and hopefully eventually the Lizard and Electro. And we can finally complete our Spider-Man shelf. So that is that. That is going to be the end for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. This one was so much fun to make. And yeah, this is definitely really cool. This probably might not be the pose I keep them in. This is just kind of a thought. Pretty dope though. Really do like the way it came out. But this is it. Hope you guys did enjoy this one. And I'll see you guys in the next No Way Home review.